So John Jones is out of his fight against Stipe Miocic at UFC 295, and Stipe Miocic ain't getting a replacement either. We have an interim heavyweight champion that's just been announced per Dana White. Sergei Pavlovich versus Tom Aspinall is official, and I really don't know who I'm going to go with here. This is actually a really tough fight to pick, but if I'm going to go off what I've seen from both men, I think that Sergei Pavlovich can expose more flaws of Tom Aspinall's than maybe flaws he can expose out of Sergei Pavlovich. We all know Tom Aspinall, very good talent, very great fighter. I love Tom Aspinall. I love Sergei Pavlovich. These are two of my favorite heavyweights. It's gonna be hard to watch, but I feel like one thing that we've all noticed about Tom Aspinall is he does leave his chin out quite a lot, especially when he throws punches. His chin's always out there. He's got good head movement and everything. Don't get me wrong, but we all know he does leave his chin up a little bit, which is a bit worrying when you're fighting a big power puncher like Sergei Pavlovich. Big reach advantage here for Sergey too. He has an 84.5-inch reach. Fucking massive reach. He's massive. He's powerful. He's quick. I think Tom Aspinall is quicker here. Tom Aspinall will have the grappling advantage, but I think Sergei Pavlovich's takedown defense has improved. So it will be interesting to see if Tom Aspinall can get him down. But I just see Sergei Pavlovich clipping Tom Aspinall here just because of how open his chin is. We're going to learn a lot about Sergei Pavlovich here, though. We're going to see him, if this goes out of the first round, we're going to learn a lot about his cardio. I've watched his regional fights, like his fights on the Russian regional scene. He's got pretty good cardio for a big guy. I'll give Sergei Pavlovich that. One of his fights was like a back and forth fight, but he actually showed really good cardio in that fight. Like, I don't think he is like a guy who's, going to just gas out. Like, I think he has better cardio than Curtis Blades. And I'm not exaggerating. The fights I've seen, he showed really good cardio. Tom Aspinall, I think he's got great cardio too. Obviously, I don't think he has been to the third round. I could be wrong on that. A lot of his fights, they end pretty shortly. But I do think Tom Aspinall probably has good cardio, but I'm just basing this on just guessing pretty much. But yeah, I do think Sergei Pavlovich is going to win this. It's the co-main event now. The main event is now Yuri Prohaska versus Alex Pereira. But it's definitely a very interesting fight. This is just my, off the top of my head prediction here. I need to go watch tape on these guys, but this is just my quick thoughts on the fight. I will be going with Sergei Pavlovich as of now. This is my early prediction. But it could change by the time this fight happens. We have a few weeks. I'll watch some tape. I'll see if anything changes. This is actually one of the hardest fights to predict because Sergei Pavlovich is a fucking wrecking ball, destroys people, but Tom does have a grappling edge. But we've seen Sergei stuff the one takedown blade shot, but he didn't really go with a grappling heavy game plan there. Maybe if he did go grapple heavy, it would have been a different result, but we won't know that. But this fight is just all round very interesting. I wonder if these guys were prepared beforehand. I wonder if they were training and everything, because I know Tom Aspinall said he wanted to fight Sergei Pavlovich next and all this stuff. So it'll be interesting to see what shape they come in, if they were actually preparing the whole time. I think Sergei Pavlovich was the backup. He was the backup for Stipe Miocic versus John Jones. So yeah, clearly he's getting his fight. I think it shows that Stipe Miocic didn't want to fight Sergei Pavlovich. Makes sense. I think he was probably planning on retiring against John Jones. So it does make me think, what's going to happen to that Stipe Miocic versus John Jones fight? I wonder if that will actually eventually come to fruition. Looks like Stipe is probably just going to be out until then. Because John Jones apparently tore his pec. He's going to be out for 8 months. I don't know if he will come back or not. Maybe he will retire and the winner of this will just get upgraded to Undisputed Champion. Because I cannot see John Jones wanting to fight one of these young guys. But maybe they'll motivate him that they have an interim belt, maybe. But yeah, still, overall, this should be a very interesting fight. I'm fucking excited for this. I'm more excited for this than I was John Jones, Stipe Miocic, but maybe we still get that fight. I still do want to see John Jones versus Stipe Miocic. Don't get me wrong. I still think Stipe had a better chance than people were giving him just because of the boxing. Like I mentioned in a video a while ago, his boxing is always just like always been the worst part of John's game, and so that was something Stipe really would have thrived with. But both of these guys have good boxing, so both of these guys could give John Jones problems. Obviously, John Jones will have that light heavyweight grappling, so maybe his grappling will just be levels above these two heavyweights. But I guess we'll find out if John Jones eventually does fight the winner of this matchup. But I do have my doubts that he will fight the winner. Maybe they'll just book him against Stipe anyway. But yeah, fuck. Not the announcement I was expecting. I knew we'd get some fight announcements, but I wasn't thinking this would be the fight. But we'll see. We'll see what happens in the future if that fight gets rebooked or anything. But yeah, as of now, like I say, I'm going to be going with Sergei Pavlovich with a first round TKO. Just because I just see him clipping Tom Aspinall because of his chin being out there so much. Like, he does have good head movement. Don't get me wrong. There was a lot of people who were saying, yeah, that Curtis Blades fight, yeah, Curtis Blades was about to knock him out. If you actually slow-mo that, Tom Aspinall, like, dodged all of the big shots that Curtis Blades threw in the first, 5 seconds. Like, his head movement's really good, so maybe he'll have, a similar game plan there. But Sergei Pavlovich is also very durable. We seen against Chaya Tuivasa, he ate a fucking massive overhand from Tai like it was nothing. Obviously, he did get ground and pounded out by Overeem, but that was a while ago, and that was ground to pound. It seems like, I don't know, it seems like Pavlovich is fucking very durable from what I've seen, but who knows, maybe Tom Aspinall can catch him or something, or use the grappling. But yeah, as of now, I'm going to go with Sergei Pavlovich, but that could change because I think both of these guys are fucking the best two guys at heavyweight at the moment. I think both of these guys are better than Garn. Obviously, I'm not counting John Jones since he'll probably be gone after a fight, but I think both of these guys could give him tougher fights than Cyril Gane, and I generally believe that. But we'll see what happens. We'll see if John Jones does eventually fight the winner of this matchup. But yeah, I just thought I'd do a quick update that this fight's out, and yeah, this is just my early prediction. Yeah, hopefully that's not it for John Jones, though. Hopefully he does come back and fight again. It'll be a bit of a fucking bummer if he just, straight just that's it. He beats Gane and then that's it. Yeah, that's his title reign. But yeah, interim champion. We're gonna see Tom Aspinall or Sergei Pavlovich with a belt. Fucking interesting times. But anyway, yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Let me know your thoughts on the Sergei Pavlovich versus Tom Aspinall matchup. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.